Welcome back to another episode of Let's Get You Unstuck. My name is Fernando, and I share with you my experiences with ketamine therapy to help you on your own healing journey. And as a disclaimer that I forgot to add in the last video, I am not a doctor, and I am nothing that I say here constitutes as medical advice. I am just a patient on my own healing journey, just sharing with you my insights from ketamine therapy to help anybody that feels hopeless, that feels stuck. And maybe if that is something that will benefit you as well, I just wanted to share with you that the help is accessible and that you don't have to suffer in silence. If this is something that will benefit you, uh, you can go to betteryoucare.com and take their assessment and talk to a clinician to see if you're fit for ketamine therapy. And if you are, you can use my promo code NANDO84 for $100 off on your first purchase. Again, betteryoucare.com, promo code NANDO84. Now back to the video. So, a few months ago, as y'all know, there was a shooting in my school, Utah Valley University. It made the news. It was Charlie Kirk. And when I heard about the news, I was actually in the library. We got evacuated. My battery died. And I actually took a nap going home and coming back. I got a little bit overexposed to the news, including the insensitive comments that were online. And my sense of safety was completely gone. I mean, I already came from Brazil. Our house had gone robbed 3 times. People in my family were robbed at gunpoint, and I was always living in a constant state of fear. And so having coming here was actually a sense of relief from and it felt safe for the longest time. I mean, I came to Utah back when the two streets were Main Street and not Main Street, and so it was super super peaceful. And now I'm dealing with this in my own backyard. I'm afraid because they were gonna build a memorial, and now it's gonna check vandalism, and I couldn't sleep for a good 3 weeks. I was so struggling internally. I ended up talking to Better Use Care Team at least like 5 times during that week, plus somebody in the Red Cross. I went from having my maintenance sessions to just pretty much starting the program over. That's how shaken I was. And then on top of that, I'm dealing with a class that I had to repeat 4 times. And let's just say that my sense of safety was so shattered. Not only that, but with a couple things that happened in the summer, it kind of shattered a little bit my relational safety as well. And so when this happened, it was a good opportunity for me to work on my sense of safety again. Uh, and as always with the medicine, like it holds you so gently. I know that I say this a lot, and it comes with a takeaway. And finally, after um, about a month, the medicine was telling me, okay, Fernando, you're finally safe. And I was talking to my integration guide about this, and she was like, what does a safe Fernando look like? Like how does he wake up? Like how does he interact with other people? How does the safe Fernando behave, And that got me really thinking. And for the last 3 months, all I could think about was what is safe Fernando like? I knew that I was I was actually also afraid because I was blogging a lot about my experiences back then, and if it got in the wrong hands, will I get shot? So that was like one of my fears as well. So that's how deep it was. So the medicine helped me get a little bit of compassion for the geopolitical history of like not only Utah but the world, and why different people have different beliefs and why they would clash. Not that I'm advocating violence, not that I'm advocating for them to fight it out using gun violence, and I don't advocate for political violence. But it did give me a little bit of sense of compassion of why people think that the way they do and the way people behave the way they do. And then things just started boom, 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 boom. After having been super late with my assignments, I did a few problems. I was like, wait a minute, this is like so much easier than I was making it. Like the love of math is back. Boom, 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 boom. My ketamine sessions are actually taking me to like this multi-dimension math. And the theme of expansion came up a lot in my treatments as well. Excuse me. And so so momentum started picking up there, and then I finally passed a class that I was failing for 3 years, and then boom, mental blocks gone. Um, and with that momentum, I just started feeling, yeah, I don't know how to say it, because one thing that even before this all happened, I wasn't feeling safe connecting in person anymore. I was always afraid. I sincerely apologize to two of the people I ended up felt like I've fallen out with, and that I felt like there was no repair. It turns out that they were way more understanding than I was making it, and they were super super compassionate, and reconnecting with them was like boom. I was like, I can't believe I was carrying like all of that weight for nothing. And other reconnections started happening. I don't even know how to talk about it. I also want to be sensitive, and protect the sacredness of everything. But like a few weeks ago, I told somebody that I haven't stopped replaying our conversation since we talked the last time. And I got like the sweetest, humblest, really? And it sent me home crying. And I ended up developing the courage to write them a letter explaining exactly how I felt. And I was like super scared. I was like, oh no, like this is this too much? Is this intense Fernando again? Is my intensity gonna scare them away again? And the medicine held me so gently there. Like, relax, Fernando, they like you. Like, just show like your best side. Like, you got like all of these things going for you, and reminding me like of everything, like all my qualities and all that. And then the next ketamine session I had after that showed me that I'm safe connecting in person again. No, that was the third one. The second one showed me my great capacity to love. And again, like the medicine just held me there so warmly, so gently. Um, and even the last one, I'll put a link of the song in the description, but there is this song by the Backstreet Boys that I love so much. It's called Show Them What You're Made Of. And it says, you see the truth in a child's eyes, the limit is the sky. See myself through you. I think that's it. I'll post the actual lyric in the description. And my fault, I was actually crying to that song before my last session. And in my session, I was actually, it actually showed me like my inner child, me through my inner child's eyes. Um, Even when I was writing that note, writing with like so much purity, and the person receiving it was so much purity. And I went back 5 days after that, and I was so nervous. And I was received with so much love, with so many different hugs. Oh, everything going okay? Like super caring. It's like, yeah, for the most part. Like for the most part, what's the least part? So like they picked up if there was like a least part. I don't want to expose that too much because it's like so secret, but I was met with so much love and care and compassion and empathy that I was just not used to, especially this last summer when I was using my achievements to work through relational things, like relational wounds and relational traumas. And so, so yeah, there's likely gonna be a part two. Yeah, there's definitely gonna be a part two. This was only part one. So in the next video, there is gonna be a part two on how better you helped me feel safe again. Um, after my whole safety, my whole sense of safety was shattered. I would welcome any feedback. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video with anybody that you feel will benefit from them. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you on the next one.